Hi there. This is the first video in a series I'm calling The Play, in which I make loadouts that are both interesting and viable. Now, the idea behind this is to get viewers to submit video highlights of them testing out the loadout, and then I will include cuts of those highlights in the next video with the next loadout. I think that's a fun way to interact, and it's fun for people to see a loadout, give it a try, and then have their highlights up in a highlight mix on YouTube. This is the Ninja KAR98 loadout. Now, a typical KAR98 would be running monolithic suppressor, longest barrel, tack laser, some form of sniper scope, and either the stipple grip or the precision comb aiming stability stock. Now, I wanted to run a KAR98 that is undetectable. No laser, no glint, so that no one knows I have a sniper rifle at 15 meters and no one knows I have a sniper rifle at 300 meters. So what I've gone and done is I've put on the Cronin C480 Pro Optic, which is 3.5 magnification. I've given it the T-Pose reticle, which is the fourth reticle for the Cronin. And I've gone with the precision comb aiming stability stock. So where I get a benefit on ADS with the Cronin, I'm getting more ADS time by removing the laser. But with the benefit of these two changes, my ADS speed is 10 milliseconds slower than a variable sniper scope with a tack laser that's running stipple grip. Or you could say 21 milliseconds faster if that same build was running the precision comb instead of the stipple grip. So it's very viable, very viable. So I'm pairing it with a 50 GS pistol. It's monolithic suppressor, forged tack enforcer barrel, which is the longest, lightweight trigger, granulated grip tape for aiming stability, and sleight of hand. So basically this pistol is set up for maximum range, of course, but the main point of that is actually maximum velocity. Lightweight trigger is for the fastest fire rate, and the granulated grip tape is to keep the weapon sway down, because I've tested it and it's pretty accurate even at a decent range if you just keep shooting. And sleight of hand is just super handy on this gun, because if anyone's ever run out of bullets with a 50 GS and it does that reload sort of hand switch thing, and if you for some reason accidentally cancel the reload, it's so slow to start it again, and then you're gonna lose the fight. Now, for tacticals and lethals, I've set it up with stun grenades and Semtex. Now, the main thing is that we're running stuns, because this loadout, if you were to run it normally with heartbeat sensor, I wouldn't say it'd be very viable, because you're not really going to want to be taking people on with a 50 GS as your go-to for a close quarter, nor do you really want to be taking people on close quarters with just a rifle. But when you bring stuns into it, I think it changes everything, because stuns will help your pistol actually be viable in a house. So if you're really trying to take on someone with an Origin or an MP5, cool. It's doable. It's totally doable. But at the same time, with the KAR98, when the other person doesn't even know you've got a sniper rifle, or even if they do, but you stun them at 15 meters, this is a close battle, but you stun them, suddenly they're not a moving target. They're right there. You just pull your KAR98, aim for the head, and one shot, boom, deleted. It's done. So stuns is a really good addition to this loadout. And I'm just running Semtex to be different. You know, if you've got a stun or a down, and you just want to throw something in there, Semtex is a lot better than C4 because you can actually throw it, you know, down range. Now for perks, we're running EOD, Restock, and Tracker. So EOD, it's a powerful perk, and because there's so many people running around with C4 all the time, not too many people running rockets, but if they are, it's just, you know, you don't want to die to one explosion. You just don't want it. EOD is the way. Restock is for those stuns. Not so much the Semtex, because, you know, everyone knows you could kill someone and take their C4 or do whatever. You can always have lethals. But stuns is something that you want to keep refreshing in this build. And, you know, not having Ghost makes it all the more sort of riskier and challenging to run. Now, I'm running Tracker because usually you would run Amped. But because we're running a pistol, we don't need Amped. And Tracker is a very handy perk to run, especially if you're in a house with, you know, some underpowered weapons, considering the situation. If you can track where someone is, it's definitely helpful. And yeah, that's the loadout. It's really fun. It's so risky, it's so challenging, but so fun. So I wouldn't call it a joke loadout. It's viable, and I have had so many kills the last few days. I've had multiple headshots between like 150, 200 meters. And I even had one headshot on a moving target at 301 meters. So it's definitely viable. So basically this loadout is a KAR98 that has maximum range, maximum velocity, no laser, no glint, fastest reload compared to a sniper scope because you can do all 5 bullets at once, paired with a pistol that has maximum range, maximum velocity, good stability, and sleight of hand for fastest reload, with stuns. It's challenging, it's fun, and I definitely recommend giving it a shot, because it's so fun when they don't even know you've got a sniper rifle and they get downed or they get deleted. So just checking out our setup. KAR98. That's decent ADS for a rifle, especially if you're going ninja. 50 GS, not too bad. Now, as you can see, there's a bit of weapon sway. Now that doesn't get cancelled out by having granulated grip instead of stipple. Stipple clearly makes it worse, but it's really not that much different. You're always going to have sway on the KAR98. And if we chuck a spray on, say I want to hit the center. So, you know, there's a fair bit of movement here, but the gaps between reloading really give you that moment to line your shot back up. So like if I'm here and I'm like, oh, okay, quick, center, center, center. So, you know, even though you've got that sway, I guess it is something that you need to get used to if you're not used to that kind of thing, but I don't really have any problem with it. And being that you're not running a sniper scope, check out this reload. All 5 bullets can be done just like that. So whether you've shot 1 shot or 5 shots, the reload is just that quick and it's awesome. Same with the sleight of hand on the pistol. Super fast. And that's just great. Now with the pistol, if you need to hit some finishing shots or anything at any sort of range, if you measure your shots out, like if you just don't spam it too much, if you go like this, now I'll check that out in a second, but Here's what happens if you spam it. Now see, that's 7 bullets at, you know, decent little range. So if you have someone that, you know, you've just cracked their chest because you missed the head and you've run out of bullets and you just want to give them the finish, or they're downed, this can definitely work. It's accurate. The spamming, maybe not so much. Possibly, but as you can see, there's a bit of a difference in that. I build all of my loadouts using TrueGameData.com. And the reason is because the in-game information that Call of Duty gives you can either be false, misleading, or it's got a lot of information missing. Now, TrueGameData.com gives you the real stats on the guns and the attachments and everything that can possibly be found. Now, Anthony is the guy behind all the data collection. He does his own testing. He has a YouTube, a Twitter, and a Twitch. And I would highly recommend visiting all of these platforms to check him out. And Anthony is actually the reason that I had the motivation to do this video, because he encouraged me in the Twitch chat. So thank you, Anthony. And I will leave links to all of his platforms in the description below. And that's the play. I hope you enjoyed trying out this loadout. And if you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and leave any feedback you might have about the loadout, improving the format, or adding any elements. Thank you.